Hey, welcome back to another episode on the Crystalcraft server. As always, I'm MC Mining Caveman, and I am here on my football field. I know it's been a while since I've been out here, and I said that I was going to finish it up, and I've just never got back to it. I've actually spent the last, well, almost 2 hours just AFKing out here trying to get all the grass to grow, and currently I got this little patch here. Let me there we go, a little bit easier to control. Got this little patch, and then down there in the end zone down there also, but I've been collecting resources. I collected all this dirt, ended up only needing about half of it, so that was good. So tonight's project is going to be getting these numbers put in, and maybe a little stadium emblem in the middle. Not sure exactly what to do. Might just do the Crystalcraft diamond. The lag out here has been really horrible, so I ended up having to go through my settings and turn clouds off, put on fast graphics, turn down the render distance, turn that off. That's supposed to be off anyways. I don't play in full screen because I'm always switching to other things on my monitor. I probably should turn down particles, but up there they are. This is the nightmare that I've been dealing with when I am up here, and they just keep spawning in and more and more and more, and I can't fight them because they overwhelm me instantly, and then those creepers just blow holes in everything, since this is just a single level thickness of dirt. But anyway, let me get through the night cycle, get some clay, because I'm not going to use wool because it'll blend in. Get some clay and get some of this stuff knocked out. Alright, so I grabbed some white clay. This is why I was needing to do the clay instead of wool, because they need to basically touch the line and they would end up being blurred in. Now yes, I can space it out and still leave a 1 gap here and a 1 gap here to use white wool, but then I just felt that it would look crowded and a little unprofessional looking. I do have a I Google image searched football field dimensions and found a pretty nice grid, drawing of all the dimensions of it. In fact, the coaches area goes 2 yards out, so from here would be 2 yards out, and then from, I'd have to double check, but I think it's from the 40 yard to the 40 yard is the players section behind the coaches line. So, but I don't know how detailed I'll end up making that. I just want to get these numbers in. I will not be doing the hash marks to here. Let's just, well, maybe I might be able to work something out with hash marks. But let me show you the lag that I'm having really bad out here. Alright, so this is 40 again. So I can break blocks just fine. No, but when I now that I'm trying to record, of course it's going to behave itself. There we go. That was a lag spike right there. So I'm able to break them fine, but every time it ends up trying to place, and seems like I'm pausing while I'm saying it. It's like, is it going to place? Is it going to place or not? So I don't know what it is, and it's only in this area. It's not happening anywhere else in the world that I've been to and traveled to. So field regulations are 9 yards up from the out of bounds. 9 yards up is the top of the numbers, and then actually the numbers are only 6 feet tall, which would actually be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, one more. No, 6 feet, which would be 2 yards. 1, 2. And of course you can't actually put numbers that small there, so having to compensate with this. Anyway, let me grind through these other numbers on this side and maybe start working on the other side. And with that sun going down, I'm actually going to have to take a break anyways because of the mobs. So I'll see you in just a moment. Alright, I'm back, and it's actually the next day. I have completed the numbers at the football field, and I was going to hop over there, but the night cycle just started. So what have I been doing? Let's see. Yeah, oh yeah, I did a bunch of enchanting on the new 1.8. Actually, the 1.8 mechanics on enchanting. The lapis is no longer stored in here, so let me get a book also. Won't do much good without a book. So lapis, throw a book in, and so 30 levels requires this, but it'll only use 3. And this one requires you to have 9 levels, but it only uses 2. And this one requires that you have 7 levels, but it only requires 1. And as you can see, it tells you what it is. Now the thing is, a lot of people are having trouble understanding the way that this works. Let me grab a couple other items. Let's grab that, and one of those. And I think I have armor. Nope, I think I enchanted all my armor. Oh, speaking of enchanted, the anvils are to the 1.8. So I have this admin armor that I got from a drop party a long time ago. And as you can tell, it's got all 4 types of the armor protection, which is not possible in game. But anyway, it had like 1 or 2 hits left on it before it would break. Well, I threw it on the new anvil, and it only required 6 XP levels and 4 diamonds to fully repair that thing. Alright, so anyway, back to, I need to grab a couple more lapis just in case. Alright. So with this, alright, so you know I accessed it, looked at it, and oh yeah, you can't shift click lapis in. It goes into the wrong spot. So as you can tell, it's still the same stuff. That will always stay there until you enchant something. Now, if you pull the book out and say put a tool in, now you have a different options of what this type of tool will store. Now pull it out and throw this in. Notice that it's the same stuff. That's because they are both considered tools instead of weapons. So any tool you throw on there is always going to be the same things until you enchant it. So I'm looking at those, pop it out, throw a book back in, and now it's back to the book options. So you throw on a weapon, and now it shows you weapon options, and that'll be the same with armor. So if a book is something you don't like, and a sword is a weapon is something you don't like, and a tool and armor nothing you like, well, unfortunately you can't do anything about it until you enchant something. You have to do an enchantment before it'll switch it out. So let's see, an unbreaking pickaxe sounds like a good idea, but I need 30 XP. So let's come out here and make some room for XP bottles. There we go. A little bit of lag spike, but that's alright. So throw those on there and throw the pickaxe, and here we go. So you only know what one item is going to be. Now I can have multiple items on it, but it will only tell you the guaranteed one. So we'll do it, and it ended up being only that. Now as you can see, well, as you can see down here at the bottom, that I have 27 levels still. So let me go ahead and bump it back up to 30. Alright. Actually, let me just get rid of those last couple bottles. Alright, so now let's throw lapis back in, and now we have different things available for a book. And throw this on. Now they're somewhat different. And now the sword. Those are still the same because we have not done... Now maybe it changed a little, but pretty much it's not going to change unless you do an enchantment. So let's see, I want a fortune one. Now since I did the middle one, that only took 2 XP. So let's throw another book on there and see what's possible. Sharpness, unbreaking. Now unbreaking is good. Unbreaking and efficiency. So you can actually build up what you're wanting a little bit easier this way. So none of those are something I want. So the best thing to do is to put in a different weapon or tool or armor and see if there's something that you want. Actually, that unbreaking would be nice, but it's a little bit hard to understand because people have been just throwing the same thing in over and over and over again, wondering why it doesn't change. Well, it doesn't change unless you actually do an enchantment on something. So if you don't ever come across an enchantment you like, well, unfortunately, you're just going to have to more or less suck it up and enchant something that's not very beneficial to you to get it to cycle through to a new enchantment option. Alright, nighttime is almost over. Let's go grab a pillar of dirt just to see. And oh, I was meaning to do this earlier, and I was going to grab... Well, so obviously we don't have the new item frame options where it's 8-point rotation. As you can tell, it's just 4-point rotation. But supposedly mutton works as an edible item now, and I'm going to have to burn up some hunger to do that. Alright, let's see if this mob farm... It's not a mob farm, but boy do mobs spawn like crazy here. Alright, so I got all the numbers put in on the sides. In fact, let's go to the 50 yard and pillar up. Now, it took me a while to do this because of the lag spikes that I experience out here so badly. But anyway, there you can see it. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 40, 30, 20, 10. Now that dirt block is there because I was trying to get the grass to grow over it and into there, but it's not successful, so I should probably just grab a grass block. And then mirrored on the other side, I have not done any little logos on the field yet. I just have not had time because of my work schedule. But I did start putting a 2-block wide perimeter around the edge, which is going to be the coach's area. And I'm actually going to put... Oh, look at me. I still have my shovel from earlier. Alright, so now that I'm putting a 2-block perimeter, I can actually put this back here how it's supposed to and then have it arch forward. And it's going to have to be more or less just visually look like it's arching. Like, oh, where am I? Here we go. There we go. It's just gonna have to look like that, which is fine. I mean, you can only do so much in a giant game of blocks. Anyways, this is pretty much it for now. I didn't really have any intentions beyond this. Oh, we got grass on it. Spread, my pretty, spread. Anyway, so that's this. Okay. Mutton. Nope. Unless I lagged out. Can I do this? Alright, so mutton is still not edible. Anyway, so that's this. I know that this wasn't very long, but I've been doing something. As I'm sure a lot of you know, the GIBS team has blown up their base by themselves and started a new series on their YouTube channel. And what they've been doing was taunting people to come find them. And so they just released their 4th episode today, but I've actually been following them for a while. So let us hop over to spawn as a safety and let me cut to show you my progress. Alright, so here we are at the GIBS base. Infinite water spring. So if you can't, if you weren't able to read that in the quick time, hi GIBS, sorry it took me a while to find. Oh, I'm gonna have to rewrite that. Find you. I had work and such. That's. You know what? I'm gonna retype those. That was a horrible spelling job. Just give me a moment. Alright, there we go. It took me another time. Apparently science cut off the words, even though it shows possible while you're typing it, it does not render. So, hi GIBS, sorry it took me a while to find you. My work and such slowed me down. Caveman 2014 10/21. So let's have a look around this place. They have not shown any video. Okay, that's a disposal. Good. Close everything as we look around. What? I don't know if you're getting that lag bounce, but it is pretty bad here. So they've done quite a bit of work out here. I'm not going to take anything. I just wanted to find them because they kept taunting everybody. It's like I'm trying to walk through spider webs in a way. But oh, this might be just a little. Alright, can I go backwards? Well, I can go backwards fine. I wonder if my keyboard's messed up. Nope. Now it's having problems going backwards. Huh. Oh, I guess I won't be able to show it off. But anyway, here I am, GIBS. I found you. I'm not going to do anything to you. I just wanted to show you that I could find you. Alright. I think that'll be it for this episode. Please leave a like if you enjoyed it. And if you haven't yet, please subscribe to my channel. Both of those help me out tremendously, and in return it actually helps out the Crystal Craft server, because more people that see my videos, more people might come over to explore. So I'll see you all next time. Bye.